Call of Duty has been on the absolute decline within the last few years, with constant promises of bettering their game and eventually only doing a game every few years instead of the yearly games that they kept shitting out for whatever reason. Those promises did in fact not happen. I mean, look at this pile of shit that just got released. At one point, Call of Duty had a major grasp on my cojones. Every night I was up playing Call of Duty, eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew for that sweet, sweet double XP that they were promising me. And because of that double XP, it made me want to play even more to get those sweet fucking gold camos that we could get on our guns. So how did we manage to get to the fall? To best summarize the fall of Call of Duty, we're going to put these into 4 categories: multiplayer and Warzone, campaigns, money, and the best of them all, zombies. For the longest time, I was terrified of playing zombies because me and horror mix like a plane and a tower. It just doesn't mix. Eventually, I got over the fear of... Then I started my adventures with Tank Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, and the GOAT himself, Rick Toffin. And instantly got hooked to the satisfaction of just going in a circle for hours and hours and hours while zombies just come up behind you, and something about it just felt satisfying. And there's still something in my body that just loves going and collecting all the parts to the plane on Mob of the Dead and flying across up to the Golden State Bridge and throwing your tomahawk and letting it just circle in front of you until you finally crash land onto the Golden State Bridge. And I'm sure a lot of you guys spent hours, if not days, watching a
Mr. Ruffle's hair
video every single time you booted up zombies to maybe finally complete that Easter egg that you've been trying to do with your friends for the last week, and someone fucks it up some way or another because they had to go take a piss because he'd been playing for 6 hours and he left the only crawler left on the map, and then round 30 starts up and it's just hell. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a huge zombies fan. I have been since Black Ops 1, and I know there's some of you guys are like, whoa, why didn't you play World at War Zombies? Bro, I was like 10 years old. You think my mom was gonna let me play Nazi zombies when I was 10 years old? But for the last few years, I'm gonna be honest with you, the zombies have been lackluster at best. We had Vanguard zombies, which don't even get me fucking started on that. We had Cold War zombies, which I'll be honest with you, wasn't like the worst zombies we've ever had. It's definitely not as bad as what we have now. I'll get into that though. I feel like Cold War zombies was kind of baby mode, to be honest with you. I feel like they kind of hand delivered you literally ammo whenever you wanted to, and for me that wasn't challenging, and that's what zombies has always been for me, is a challenging mode. They literally give you a loadout, and then it became, all right guys, who has the best loadout for Call of Duty Zombies? Like, we already had that for Warzone. Why do we need it for zombies? And did I do it? Yeah, I used that fucking shotgun because who else wouldn't? It was an easy starter and it made everything easy. Well, why wouldn't I? I'll take advantage of it. Also, Cold War Zombies had this really cool aspect where they made it very dark and gory, and it was a lot of fun. And I wish that they would explore more into that, which, again, I don't think they're going to. I don't know why I even tried to get my hopes up. So, Black Ops 4? The maps were kind of shit. I'm going to be honest with you. The only good part about Black Ops 4 Zombies was not the Aether. I mean, these maps sucked ass. Everything, all the Aether maps on Black Ops 4 were just complete dog shit. I think the worst thing that they could have done for zombies was get away from what made it zombies. They got away from the round-based zombies. They made it too easy, and they got rid of my fucking boys, bro. They got rid of the 4 best characters ever. And now I understand I'm probably speaking on nostalgia here. Okay, I get it. I know I am. But come on, like, Tank Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, and fucking Rick Toffin were the GOATs. That's what really sold me into playing zombies, because the storyline was phenomenal. Everything that they did with it was great, up until they started making the Aether shit, and then you lost me, and they killed him. So, and I think I literally shed a tear when I saw all 4 of those voice actors come together one last time, and then saluted us off.
And, I guess for the last time, hoorah.
Fuck. Now, the point that I'm gonna make is when they decided to make this shit. I think there's so many things wrong with Modern Warfare 3 that I feel like it's getting too much hype right now for nostalgia reasons. They're like, oh, you know how else we can get people to buy our game that's $70 in a DLC? We add zombies. But don't get confused, we're not gonna add round-based zombies. We're just gonna slap a Warzone map on it, slap some zombies on it. Here's some objectives. Enjoy DMZ zombies. It just took away the fun of zombies for me.
You're such a piece of shit. Alright, you know, fuck this.
Oh my god! Holy shit! And they just took away the satisfaction of getting to round 100.
I'm gonna fucking pass out.
And if I wanted to play Warzone, I would go play good old Warzone. You know, the bread and butter of Call of Duty now. The moneymaker that Activision just wanted. You know, let's make a free game like Fortnite and give them really shitty cosmetics. But we're gonna install some really cool cosmetics after 3 years. Okay, we're gonna start doing that. But before all that, let's make this Amber Rose skin. I mean, I forget what it was called. It was the whole blackout skin that every little fucking COD noob just decided to sit in corners that were just completely blacked out. You remember that? You remember how fun that was? You remember everybody was having a good time on Warzone? Because I sure don't. I don't remember having fun. Maybe like the first 6 months when, you know, it came out and it wasn't free yet and you had to spend money to play Warzone. You guys remember that? It was a good time. It was a good time. No, it wasn't. I've never had fun with Warzone. I had a few times where I was like, you know what? Maybe I do like this game. Then the hackers came.
He's hacking! His little name is Yes I'm Hacking, he's level 23 and auto aiming me! What is this game?
Then the hackers came. And then Activision was like, hey, you know that anti-cheat that we put in? That shit ain't gonna do nothing either. The map of Verdansk wasn't awful, but it wasn't my favorite, to be completely frank with you. It wasn't that great. And then they decided to make that one island map that everybody was like, yo, I think this is gonna be really fun. And then like first day they played it, it just wasn't fun at all, and everybody hated it, and then everybody went back to just going back to playing Fortnite. I don't mean to dog on Warzone. I know a lot of people liked it. I know that there was a bunch of COD nerds that just absolutely loved the loadout system and loved being able to have your own loadout, even though like the whole point of a BR is to like have RNG and then you collect stuff to make you good. But no, here's a loadout, okay? And then we're gonna make an assload of different loadouts on YouTube to get millions of views. They thought Warzone 1 was so good they made a second one. It still baffles me. I don't understand why Call of Duty just loves to just not update their game, and instead they just decide to make another one instead of just updating the current one that they have. And I don't know, that's what bothers me the most, especially since like the only reason why I even played Warzone 1 to begin with was because it was on Modern Warfare 2019, and I only played Modern Warfare 2019 for 24/7 shipment, which brings me to, as somebody that grew up as the literal embodiment of a nerd emoji and would get bullied countlessly every single day at school, the only way that I could cope was to go home, get on Call of Duty, get into a multiplayer lobby, and proceed to tell every single one of those people that I'd fuck their dads without hesitation. And that is what brought joy to me for years in Call of Duty. I absolutely loved multiplayer. I was one of those kids that would, you know, get into a 2v2 lobby with my best friend Joe, and I would be the kid that would have the 12-0 clan tag because I just won 12 games in a row, and I would be the guy that would, I was a nerd. I was a COD nerd for the longest time because I grew up as a fucking nerd. So something about me going on Erosion, you know, the MW3 map, if you never played 2v2, 3v3s, or 1v1s in Modern Warfare 3 era, you are missing out. The days that I would sit on Erosion, which is a map that just has a lane like this, I would use a Dragunov ACOG and just aim down my sights and just spray down the middle of the map until I killed everybody, is when you know you're living, bro. And the satisfaction of being able to sit in a lobby, the same lobby nonetheless, and just shit talking somebody for several games in a row to the point that they rage quit, or vice versa. Somebody absolutely shits on me and I rage quit. There was something extremely fun about that. And the SBMM that has occurred in the new Call of Duties have just ruined that experience for me. And now granted, the devs love to say that there was SBMM always. Now I believe that, but I believe in Modern Warfare 2019 it completely changed. There's just I just don't believe it. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they decided, hey, after a round, how about we put you in a different lobby? Bro, what happened to the social aspect of talking shit to somebody and then just becoming their friend after 6 games? I still have friends to this day that's how I became friends with them. Call of Duty is the reason for that. Now you can't do it because they're like, hey man, you want to have fun in Call of Duty? That sucks. So this next part could be kind of a part of Warzone, and maybe I should have included it when I was talking about loadouts, but I think it made a little bit more sense to talk about it in the multiplayer section. So, what the fuck happened to leveling? Why do I need like 10 attachments for a singular gun to have like reduced recoil reduction? Like, I didn't think I was playing Tarkov, because trust me, I love Tarkov, mostly because of that aspect. But for Call of Duty, it's always been like, hey man, here's some 2 attachments, here's 3 perks, have a throwing knife, have a smoke grenade. Have fun. Now it's like, hey man, let's add this fucking ACOG scope with fucking this barrel attachment and this long barrel and this, and there's so many attachments. Why do we need so many fucking attachments? Who at Activision was like, dude, let's make this more complicated. This will be lit. Everybody will love this shit. And I'm sure there's some of you right now that are like, dude, I kind of like that. I don't give a shit. Now granted, it's my opinion, and I shouldn't shit on your opinion either, but it's my opinion. My opinion's right, okay? Fuck yourself. I mean, I'm just saying, the map design in the multiplayer for the last couple years have kind of just been the same. It's just been a glorified remaster that they love to just say, hey, we remastered, sorry, we redid the maps that we did 12 years ago and then put them in this game, but it's going to be the map that we already did 5 years ago, by the way. So here's $70, have fun, enjoy it. And by the way, we're never going to remaster MW2. We're just going to put the maps onto MW3. Oh, but we did do that one thing. Right. We did remaster MW2, but it's just the... Christopher Judge probably said this the best. So I'm going to let him kind of take care of this part for a little bit.
No 8-minute speech like last year. But fun fact, my speech was actually longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign. What?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The last campaigns for the last Modern Warfare games that we got, the MW 2019 and then MW2, those were kind of gas. They were probably the most fun. The map design was hella fun. The cinematics were actually incredible. And the story was really fun to just get behind. Then they just did this. I understand. Listen, you had 16 months, okay? 16 months to create a campaign because Activision was like, well, we really got to squeeze this Modern Warfare shit out because this one was pretty good. So let's squeeze out another Modern Warfare, not care about what we've been doing for the last couple years, and let's just fucking dick twist this one really quick, guys. Okay, what do you think? It'll make us a lot of money, I swear. And then they decided that they wanted to include Warzone aspects into the campaign, and then they just absolutely just shitpiled the entire campaign. Spoiler alert: they killed Shepard at the end, but you didn't. You the player didn't kill him. It was an added like Marvel cutscene at the end of the credits, and they really thought that I would be happy about that. At first I was really excited that they killed Shepard, but then I just sat here and I was like, wait, I didn't even get the satisfaction of being able to do it myself. As a player that has been dealing with Shepard for 2 campaigns and his absolute fucking tomfoolery, we're just gonna have a Marvel cutscene at the end? And he's gonna do it? Like they did a little cutscene at on the last campaign where it's like no Russian. That was tight. That was cool. But then killing Shepard and us not being able to do a cool mission where you kick down the fucking door and then pull out your gun real slow and then shoot him, like, where's the satisfaction? I'm just disappointed. I really am. And it just feels like, again, Activision is just trying to find a way to create more
Money.
So before I get into the money situation, I need everybody to understand that I don't hate the developers of Activision or Call of Duty, whatever you want to say. I'm just more so mad at the fact that Activision for the last several years has literally just been absolutely sucking nostalgia's cock as dry as possible for people to come back and play their game. I don't care about cosmetics. I know that's the new norm. I understand that that's how people are going to make money, but it's more or less that the people that are doing cosmetics like Fortnite, Valorant, Apex Legends, they all are a game that constantly updates their game, that is free, that is not you spending $70 every single year for a remaster that we could have just had a separate game for. I mean, do you guys remember Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered? That was a fun remaster. I don't know why they don't do that again. Dude, why don't we just get Call of Duty Online? Make it free, have all these guns, have cosmetics, have cool shit. You're gonna make a lot of money regardless. I'm not a fan of the greedy, fucking corporate ass motherfuckers that think that there are Arasaka from Cyberpunk that just constantly need to be taking everybody's money. I don't understand. It's just a reoccurring effect of it just feels like Activision doesn't give a shit about us. And it really doesn't help for the dumbasses that constantly buy the game every year. You keep buying the same shit every year. It's like Madden, bro. Like, how do you guys not understand that? It's just like Madden. You're just getting updated graphics a little bit and some cosmetics, and that's it. That's all you're getting. You're not getting anything else. So with that said, yeah, they really just don't give a shit. All they care about is money. That's all they've ever given a shit about. And I understand a lot of these are just my opinion, and this isn't supposed to be an informative video. So if you thought this was going to be an informative video, my fault. I just wanted to complain because I'm just tired of Activision being like this, and I just miss Call of Duty. As a final goodbye, I just wanted to say thank you, Call of Duty. I know this was kind of a mess, and this is one of my first big videos I've ever done, and I'm glad it was Call of Duty, because I started my old channel with a video called Prank Calling Victoria's Secret, and that was in a ghost lobby with a bunch of my friends that I don't get to talk to as much as I'd like to. You know who you are if you are watching this, but if it wasn't for Call of Duty, I don't think I would ever find those friends. I don't think I'd still have some of the friends that I have today. And I gotta say thank you, because there are a lot of good things that you did for me back in the day. And you know, if your game sucks right now, that's okay. Maybe in a couple years you'll have a glow up. You know, maybe I'll make a up of Call of Duty. You know, not the fall of Call of Duty. Okay, I'm just gonna. But I do want to say thank you for the people watching. If for whatever reason you're still watching, I want to make more of these kind of videos, and maybe I will in the future. But hey, maybe you'll like this video. Or not. I don't know. Yeah, alright. Okay, goodbye.